Teach you about independent and dependent clauses today.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, first we're going to decipher between the two. So we're going to decide which sentences are dependents and which sentences are independent clauses. Okay? So I'm going to do an example for you, and then I'm going to make you do the second one and see if you can do it. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So whenever I look deeply into your eyes is going to be a dependent clause, because whenever is a subordinating conjunction, and you cannot have a dependent clause without subordinating conjunctions. Or you could do it like the normal way, like this isn't a complete thought. So that's why that's a dependent clause. So can you tell me what number 2 is? The campus is celebrating spring with the confusion of construction.
Okay, so I cannot really see that. So, like, if you just pull, okay, the campus is
celebrating spring with the confusion of construction.
So, with the confusion of construction is a dependent clause.
No. This entire thing is an independent clause because it's a complete thought and it does not start with the subordinating conjunction.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So this is either.
Yes.
Okay, I got you.
Either a dependent or independent.
Okay, sorry. It's hard to see.
That's okay.
All right, cool.
Okay, can you try 3? Which is the perfect solution to every problem?
So that is a dependent clause because it starts with which.
Yes. Perfect. Okay, what about 4?
I thought of each
incident
in my
past life.
So that is an independent clause.
Yes. Perfect. Next slide. Okay. So for this slide, we're going to identify the independent clauses with brackets. We're going to identify the dependent clauses with parentheses. We're going to circle prepositions and underline prepositional phrases. So I'm going to do this one as an example to show you what you have to do. So first, this entire thing is an independent clause because it's a sentence. So all sentences are full thoughts and independence. So you're going to put a bracket around this entire sentence, and then you're going to try to find the dependent clauses. And remember, dependent clauses start with the subordinated conjunctions. So you're going to look and see if you see a subordinated conjunction, which is right here. So you're going to put a parenthesis right here, and then you're going to stop right here, because you can pretend like there's like a comma or like a wall right here. Because I partied every weekend, parenthesis, I never found a time to do any of my homework. And then we're going to circle prepositions. And the only preposition in this sentence is all. And then underlining... What?
That is a preposition?
All, yes. It is.
Okay.
I have a sheet of paper. And underlining prepositional phrases will be, I partied all weekend.
Okay.
And then that's it.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, hold it. Step. I can see it.
Do you want me to read it out?
Yeah, identify the independent clause with brackets, the dependent clause with parentheses. Circle your prepositions and underline. Okay. So.
Do you want me to read it?
Hold on, I'm trying to make it bigger for me. I can't enlarge this. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. TVI. Which is the only community college in Albuquerque? That is a dependent clause. the preposition is which?
The preposition will be in, which is a subordinating conjunction.
Oh, in Albuquerque, gotcha. Okay, right. All right, so then I would circle in, and then TVI is now offering courses in computer science is the independent clause, so I put that in brackets. Is that correct?
You're close. So the entire sentence is a independent clause.
Right, so that's what I meant. Like
Oh, yeah.
TVI
right? To computer science, yes.
Okay. Yes, exactly. And then I'm circling in, and then the dependent clause is around parentheses, starting with which and ending in Albuquerque.
Perfect, yeah. And then underline your prepositional phrases.
In Albuquerque.
And then also in computer science.
In computer science. Yep, sorry. Yep.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, next slide. You only have 2 more.
This is great. I'm learning too. It's been a while since I've done this too, love.
Then we're gonna decide the following sentences are punctuated correctly, and you can either add punctuation or you can put an X over the incorrect punctuation. If the sentence is correct, you can put a C at the end of the sentence. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the first one to kind of make you understand what it's kind of asking.
Okay.
So we stayed at the beach is a independent clause. Okay.
Right.
If
at the beach.
Yes. If an independent and a dependent are together, they don't need any type of punctuation or anything. Okay. If it's an independent plus an independent, it needs a comma and a fanboys. Do you know what a fanboys is? It's like a for, and, but, or, yet, so.
Conjunction.
Yeah, so it's just like a conjunction. So you need those 2. And then, or you can do a semicolon. So, for this one, it's a independent plus a dependent. See? Because although is a subordinating, so that's how you tell. So, this comma right here would be incorrect. Because if you're conjoining a dependent and independent, you don't need any conjoining conjunctions, because the subordinating conjunction is already there.
Okay.
So we stayed at the beach, although you don't need the comma. Okay?
Okay.
Here, let me flip it around again.
And then so now I'm working on, I am not very good at math. Therefore, I got a tutor to help me. So do I not need a comma after therefore?
I am not very good at math.
I mean, the semicolon is...
Wait, yeah, you're right. Because that's an independent, and that's a dependent.
And then there's your... Yep.
So you can just cross this out.
Right. And then it's a comma after therefore?
No. You don't need any commas.
Okay.
All you do is cross it out. Because the subordinating conjunction's already there.
I'm not very good at math. Okay. Man, I have a lot to learn for my English.
Okay, last one. Now we're going to talk about simple, complex, compound, and complex compound. Compound / complex. That's a different one. There's 4. So a simple is a independent clause. Okay. A complex is an independent plus a dependent. A compound is an independent plus an independent. And then a compound complex is 2 independents and a dependent. Okay?
Gotcha. Yep. Two independent and independent is a compound complex.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the first one. I'm just gonna do it again. Just tell you which one is this so you understand. The sun
Okay.
sets behind the mountains every morning. This would be a simple. It's an independent because it's a full sentence. Okay.
Yep.
You understand? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. You want to do number 2?
Okay. Okay, so that would be a dependent with an independent.
Yes.
So that would be a compound.
Close. You just got them confused.
That would be that would be a complex. Sorry.
Complex
Yeah,
is.
a dependent with an independent is a complex.
Yes. Compound has 2 independents.
That's right. And then the team practiced hard, but they lost the game is a compound because it's 2 independent clauses.
Perfect. And you see how there's a comma and a fanboys conjunction? That's what happens when you put 2 independent together.
Okay. And while at the picnic is a dependent. We had hamburgers with slaw and chili, but something with onion, tomatoes while eating at home. So that is actually a complex compound.
Perfect. Because it's an independent right here, and then it's 2 independents.
No, dependent.
Sorry, yeah.
Dependent with 2 independents.
Dependent and then 2 independents because we know that too because of the comma and the fanboys.
Perfect. Yep.
Dude, that's so good, Dad.
Thank you, Picky. You're such a good teacher.
Oh.
How are you all doing?
Good.
Hi, Mama.
Like Jemiah's over there studying too.
Oh, hey, Jared. How you doing, buddy?
Puppy, puppy, study, puppy.
Love
All
you
right.
guys.
Thank